That feeling of waking up after a good night's rest. You feel refreshed, ready for a hard day at work. How I wish this was the truth. For most of us in today's day and age, we'll be lucky if we even wake up on time. The reality is, it's much more common to wake up feeling tired and exhausted than you would think. And this has a massive impact on our weight loss. So in today's video, let's look at how sleep quality affects weight loss and how we can turn our bodies into fat-burning machines while we sleep. Everybody always talks about how important enough sleep is, but nobody really knows why. A study done on sleep deprivation showed some very interesting findings relating to fat loss and hormone levels. This study showed that cortisol levels increased in sleep-deprived participants. Cortisol is a stress hormone and has a strong effect on insulin, which is one of our primary hormones in control of energy storing. Cortisol also suppresses the mobilization of fat from our fat stores. So we can clearly see that when cortisol levels are at an elevated state in the body, you will have trouble with losing weight and you'll gain weight much easier. On a physiological level, sleep majorly affects weight loss. But in my honest opinion, the psychological level is where the game really gets lost. Think about it. What happens mentally when you are tired? If you're exhausted, your willpower decreases. Your ability to say no to unhealthy food weakens. And to top it off, you're too tired to think of which healthy foods to make. And therefore, you opt for the easy way out. And that's understandable. It's human. The sad reality is, the easy way out is often also the high-calorie way out. When you're in that situation, you'll just tell yourself, I deserve it. I've been running my body in overdrive. Let me reward myself. Boy, oh boy, does that lead to a dangerous road when it comes to nutrition. Have you ever been in the gym and felt unexplainably weak? What happens when we are tired is our bodies go into a safe mode, a energy-saving mode, if you will. It slows down the use and availability of energy. This leads to suboptimal training sessions and consequently suboptimal weight loss outcomes. I always like to say, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. The body needs to be pushed outside of its comfort zone to adapt. And when you're tired, you simply can't do that. Sleep really does affect our weight, and it doesn't only attack it from a physiological standpoint, but also on a mental, psychological level. So the question remains, how do we improve our sleep quality? What can we do to turn our bodies into so-called fat-burning machines while we sleep? Let's look at 8 super effective ways science shows us on how to improve sleep quality. Avoid blue light for at least 30 minutes before bedtime. Yes, this includes your phone, TV, laptop, all your electronic devices. Have hard workout sessions. A good workout session will help stimulate your body's need for recovery and sleep, which will improve hormonal balance, and this will help you sleep better. Don't have your last meal too close to bedtime, especially if it's a carb-heavy meal. Preferably, have your last meal be a no-carb meal. Create a regular sleeping pattern. Your circadian rhythm needs consistency. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Working with and not against your built-in clock will help you achieve better rest patterns. Thus, you'll get into REM sleep, which is deep sleep, much sooner. Cool down your room temperature before you go to sleep. Not only will this help you burn more calories while you sleep, your body literally needs to spend energy to keep your body warmer, but a study also showed that right before you go to sleep, your body usually drops your core temperature with 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. Thus, cooling your room a bit might help you fall asleep sooner. Sleep in a dark room. This is very important. In order for the body to release a hormone called melatonin, which is a hormone that gets your body in a sleeping state, you have to be in a very dark room. You will be surprised at how even just a bit of city nightlight can affect your sleep. Only use your bed for sleeping. Our brains are beautifully complex and strongly relies on making associations with certain spaces and what occurs in those spaces. So if you study on your bed, your brain will connect the bed with being alert and awake. And this is obviously a bad thing. Although you think caffeine doesn't affect you, it does, even if it's just a little bit. Caffeine usually has an effect on the body for between 3 and 4 hours. So just don't drink coffee in those last hours of your evening. And this includes tea, chocolate, sweets. These all have caffeine in them. And lastly, as I always like to say, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you're not intentional with setting yourself up for success, you will most likely end up losing. Plan your bedtimes, plan your meals, plan your day. Don't fall a victim to your busy lifestyle. You can control many parts of it, and being in control helps with mental stability and willpower to say no to unhealthy things. I really hope you found some value in this video, and please don't feel afraid to send me a DM on Instagram if you need any advice. In the next video, we'll chat about how age affects weight loss and how to turn on that fat burning furnace once again. And as I always say, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.